Why don't extended backlog refinement meetings replace sprint planning? Well, I mean, in some teams they do, but I'll be honest, doing refinement in planning is a bit late. Why? Because refinement is about understanding the problem. So in doing so, you're going to break items down. You're going to estimate, you're going to re-estimate, you're going to change the value, you're going to change the order. You're going to spin out questions that need answering. Okay? And all of these things need to be done to get every item that is coming into the next sprint, fingers crossed, into this state called ready. The team are confident that they can get it done in the upcoming sprint. So it just needs time. Okay? Some people I'm coming across are doing refinement just before planning. And guess what? They don't have time to answer those questions. They don't have time to consider the implications of what they've uncovered in their discussions. So they go into planning, they take whatever's at the top of the list and move forwards. And basically the whole refinement conversation, largely a waste of time. We want refinement to be happening continuously throughout the sprint, but very often much sooner than planning, so that you can go into planning and take what you know and you're comfortable with. Okay, this stuff that is ready. And hopefully, more often than not, it's that stuff that's going to come into sprint planning. You're going to go, yeah, we're comfortable with that. We've got every major question answered. We've unpicked it a bit. We've broken it down. We've got a good idea. And let's be honest, even though refinement isn't talking about how to solve it, your developers are thinking about how to solve it during that meeting. It's in their blood. So they've got an idea of how they're going to solve it. They've got a good understanding of what the problem is. Okay? Everything is just smoother because they've had time to consider it. They've had time for questions to get answered. They've had time to do a bit of research if that's what they needed. And just to let their brain sit there and tick over a bit and think, well, actually, if I attach that to that, then this might work. And all of that stuff. They're not deliberately or consciously doing it. But of course, they're natural problem solvers. They want to understand how to solve the problem. It's all happening. If you are going straight from a refinement meeting into planning, or indeed skipping planning entirely, you're missing a step. Refinement is about preparation. It's about getting ready so that when you turn up to planning, you've already had good conversations about what matters. The team understands. And then in planning, they can say, right, based on this order, this, all makes sense. Here's the reason they make sense. Here's the sprint goal. Okay. And now we're going to sit down and all that mulling that's been going on, we're going to put on paper. We're going to see if it makes sense. We're going to work out how to deliver it. And refinement has set them up for a really easy time of that, relatively, okay? Because they know what matters. They've had that conversation in refinement. They know of all of this jumble of work that they're going to take in, what the call to action is, what that central rally cry is, the sprint goal. So when they're planning things out, they're not having to run off and ask many questions. Of course, they can pull the product owner back in. Maybe they have to fire out a few questions, but not major ones, not things that are going to blow up in their face. They've covered most of those. And it's a rare occasion when, as they break things down, they go, oh, we actually needed to talk to whoever, and that will take time, so we can't do this. It's been thought about. It's been dealt with already. So planning is a relatively calm event. And that's why you don't really want to go, skip planning entirely and go straight from refinement into. Refinement is about preparation. It's about getting everything set up so that your planning is calm, it flows nicely, and it's highly effective at what it's for. They're two separate things. If you've got to this point in the video, I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, a like would be appreciated. If you want to hear more from me, more answers to questions that maybe you've got in the Agile world, please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got a question that you really want answered, drop it in the comments. I promise we'll get around to it. Thank you.